word was final. Grandmother called me Groa anyway. Her banishment was immediate. She was sent to live on an island in the middle of a lake at the furthest reaches of my father's lands, with only a handful of servants to look after her. The locals soon flocked to her for secret remedies to heal their ailments and blessings to protect their homes, and she was never short of company or food. Mother and I were allowed to visit her once a year. Our pagan pilgrimage, we called it. I loved visiting my grandmother and hearing stories about my Picty ancestors. We would celebrate the festival of Imbolg with the locals. Then grandmother would teach my mother new incantations, and together they would chant in whispers over the ground, drawing power up from the earth to cast charms of protection and good fortune. Best of all was the final night of our visit, when grandmother would bring out the beautiful tapestry she had woven over the past year. Her walls were adorned with them, each one telling a glorious tale from the time of druids and Picty gods. I sat between my mother and my grandmother, munching soft rosemary bread lathered in butter as the fire crackled in the great hearth, the tapestry spread over our legs. My mother's auburn hair pooled on the fabric as she bent to inspect grandmother's work, and it took all my self-control not to bury my tiny hands in her soft mane. Mother's delicate fingers traced the intricate maze of threads. The golden bracelet she always wore sparkled in the firelight, enchanting me. Grandmother's voice, low and deep, filled the room with stories of battles fought and won and quests for beauty, love, and truth. The woven pictures shimmered before my eyes, and she sang the ancient song of parting. I could feel the echo of generations past thrumming in my chest. Hun haniches sin arish na trúr, en tarnanich, en jalanich nam búrn, Noordes a noorle, thrúsh na tav, noor voorlicher, ser hayar, blard. Though I didn't understand their meaning, her words filled me with warmth and magic and freedom. That 1 week with my grandmother would be just enough to sustain me through another year of living in the shadow King Malcolm cast over Fife, over my father. He may have resented living so far from Scone and the throne that should have been his, but I found Fife more beautiful with every passing season. Situated between a deep valley and the sea, our fortress was made of wood and brick. In its grounds were a modest stable block and a barracks that was usually unoccupied. Although the rank of Mormor was second only to king, Father was not allowed to keep more than a handful of guards. These were to be used for personal protection only, and technically reported to King Malcolm's man, the Bishop of St Andrews. The barracks were often used to house guests instead. Our real defence was the large wooden wall that wrapped around the entire compound, but usually its perimeter was patrolled by only a single watchman. I had not seen much of the world, and so thought in my naivety that our house was the most majestic structure ever to have been erected. Mother and I would make a great game of hiding the charms grandmother prepared for us in every corner of our home, venturing even into the small settlement beyond, protecting our people and land from danger by practicing our ancient ways filled me with a sense of great purpose. All of that changed one summer afternoon, when I was 5 years old. I had begged Mother to play selkies with me, and we had spent the warmest hours of the day leaping through the waves, pretending to be selkies. The mythical women who could transform themselves into seals and live on both land and sea. The cold water took our breath away, but when we collapsed on the sand, the sun warmed us once more. As part of our selkie play,